Good morning, students. Let us start the day with the where we left. A true story of the sea turtles. Some of the amazing characteristics of the sea turtles we have noticed in this lesson, which we never knew till. At least, let me talk about myself. It was something very interesting. Like after 15 years, it comes to lay its egg at the same place where she was born. Very interesting point to be noted. We left on page 33. Let us start on page 33. The second paragraph, we'll start with the second paragraph. After the success of at Velas. Velas was the project where they started to save the turtles conservation. After the success of Velas, we started implementing the project in other places too. Because Maharashtra has got a very long coastline. In geography I've studied, Maharashtra has got a very long coastline. And in the process, the coastline, these sea turtles are found there. So when they got a good success at Velas, we started executing, execute, to put it into action, executing the project in other places too. Within 5 years, the entire coastline of Matra was surveyed. So, as I told you, the coastline of Matra is quite big. Start at a half a kilometer, 1 kilometer. So, it took 5 years for them to survey the coastline. Within 5 years, the entire coastline of Matra was surveyed. What is the meaning of surveyed? To look carefully, write down the meaning. Survey means what? To look carefully at. Look carefully at. Record the features of an area, and to record the features of an area to produce a map. So it took them 5 years to survey the whole area. Protection was offered in 80 of the villages where turtle nests were found. So protection as a project, that this area is under the control of protection of the wild thing. So that was protection was offered in how many villages? 80 of the villages where turtle nests were found. Our strategy was to engage those who had so far been involved in stealing the eggs, then to train and to involve them in the work of protection. So very nice, a very good planning. Strategy means planning, to make a scheme, to make a project and to work it. Our strategy was to engage those who had so far been involved in. So they wanted to volunteers who will do this work, who will do this thing. So they got in touch with those people who you were in the habit of stealing the eggs. So they knew where the nests are, and so they wanted to seek their cooperation. They stopped that because then they will be getting some money from the project, and they will be interested in doing that more religiously, more sincerely. Our strategy was to engage those who had so far been involved in stealing the eggs, then to train them and involve them in the work of protection. then give them training and involve them in the work of protection. So for that purpose, we started to encourage these people. They started what they call it as the Turtle Friends Awards. A prize would be given for the best area, for the best person who does maximum protection or so many this thing. So some criteria was set, criteria for the award. Some standards were set to get into the competition of to get the award. Turtle Friend Awards. In Marathi, Total Friends Awards is written as what? Kasav Mitra. To encourage more people to be a part of the protection campaign. To increase the enrollment of the people in this project. To encourage more people to be a part of the protection campaign. This campaign, which was a good noble campaign, a good protection to save the wildlife, not the wildlife, the species, the sea turtle. So to encourage them, they declared what we call as a Turtle Friends Award. A comprehensive booklet and a short film on the protection of turtles were prepared to spread the message. Further, to encourage the objective of the project of saving the turtle, a comprehensive booklet is on the sea turtles. So what are the features and what different, giving more details. Comprehensive means what? Comprehensive means detail. A detailed booklet and a short film, documentary film on the protection of turtles was prepared to spread the message. The year 2006 was the beginning of a novel concept. What's the meaning of novel? New and unusual. Not the novel which we read the fiction and all that, where you have the short story in a one story full in the form of a book that is called novel. But here it means what? Novel means new and unusual concept, idea. Concept is what? An abstract idea. The year saw the beginning of a new novel concept, Turtle Festival or Kasav Matsava. That is Festival of Turtles. An opportunity for tourists to witness the unique spectacle of the hatchling rushing out to the sea. So they held when they were sure that the eggs get hatched and the turtles, the small hatchling come out, and for them they arranged a program, a festival sort of was arranged to witness the unique. Unique means something special. Spectacle. Spectacle means what? A good scene. Okay, that's called a spectacle. Of the hatchling rushing towards the sea. A short film on turtles and the natural beauty of Konkan were additional features of the festival. What are the other features of this? This thing? A short film was made on turtles and the natural beauty of Konkan were additional features of the festival. Festival, Mela, what you call it also. And at the same time, we were quite firm on one issue. The hatchling should not come to even the slightest harm due to the tourist activities. So they had invited different tourists to witness this activities of the project which they had done, and how they, when their young ones of the hatchling were released from they were going toward the sea of, on the particular they arranged for the festival, but they made it sure that nobody should harm the, in the process, the crowd, the tourists getting excited and lifting up the hatchling and doing damaging to the, so that what is what they say, that at the same time we were quite firm on one issue. One issue means one point. What was that? The hatchling should not come to even the slightest harm due to this tourist activity. Nobody, no tourist should harm the turtle. The tourists were accommodated in the homes of the villages. The tourists were accommodated in the homes of the villages, because to encourage tourism, a new concept has been developed in India, agro tourism. It's also called as agro tourism. There are different type of agro agro tourism, where people go and stay with the farmers and see how they work and how that is called, and they stay in their homes, and in return they give some money to the farmers. So to encourage tourism, so that some income is generated for the local people, that is called as agro-tourism. Now, this was also sort of a tourism, but what was the thing? The tourists were accommodated in the homes of the villages. The response to this novel concept of homestay was excellent. They got a good response from the tourists. A Turtle Friends Club was established in each village. In each village, a club was formed. The members having being all the villages offering homestay. Homestay like what you have at your home, same sort of surroundings, feelings. So for that, every village, the members being all the villages offering homestay. So the villagers who were the members of this thing, they were offering this homestay to all the tourists. All villages would now offer the same rate of homestay. So the rate charged for the homestay would be same. Not that X villages charges 200 rupees per day, or other villager charges 300, or somebody charges only 50 rupees. That so universal sort of same rate for homestay, and they give 10% of the income from homestay for the turtle protection fund, because they were getting the business from the turtle project. So they had to contribute 10% of the income they would get toward the turtle protection fund. The fund which would be generated would be utilized for the purpose of protection and conservation of turtles. So if what was done, whatever the money would come, that would be used for the protection of the turtles and conservation. Conservation is save the turtles. Modern technology also helped. The festival reached all corners of the world through the medium of internet and our website. We are all aware about the importance or the usefulness of the internet and website. So they must be having a website and of the Turtle Protection Fund. Okay, and if you go there, you will come to know everything. What are the activities you are there? what are the facility available for homestay for the tourist and all that. What is the best festival season festival to come to observe this? All that will be would be given in that, and that is what it means. Modern technology also helped. So the modern technology is what the medium of the use of internet and website. People around the world began to contact the small villages of Konkan. So people of different people from throughout the world started getting in contact on the website and getting more information and planning their tours towards Konkan, which gave an increased income to the villagers. More and villagers came forward to do this work, and the number of homestay families went up to 35. So, slowly people started accepting this idea of homestay. Usually, tourists stay in the hotels where they charge exuberantly very high rate. This concept was a novel concept which was introduced by them, the people. So they started getting good response for that, and the families got went up to 35. As many as 800 people began to visit villas in the turtle season. When the turtle season was declared in the website, they must have given whether it would be very good monsoon season or winter, whatever it may be. So this, as this was declared, so when was the proper festival to be held? So nearly as many as 800 began to visit villas in the turtles in wherever the first project was started. It was at villas. So there nearly 800 people visited that place. This meant more business for the villagers. So income of the villagers increased through tourism. Now they realized that tourism can be a source of income. So it gave an idea that if you develop good environment, observe cleanliness, observe the sincerity in the protection of the thing, people are attracted towards it, and thereby you try to contribute to the tourist or to the environment of the country. Tourism is a, we are going to study in geography tourism in ninth standard. We have uh, uh, in geography tourism, different types of tourism, how it generates income to different people, that we will see. But here we are trying to restrict our ideas to what is written, that now they realize that tourism can be a source of income. Tourists bring in money, and in order to earn that money, it was important to protect the turtle hatchlings. So hatchlings which would be killed before they started this project would be killed, smuggled illegally, and their these species would soon get extinct. So from that angle, they took up the task of saving the turtle. And as it is, we know, to save these turtles, the survival rate which is what, 2 to 3 in 1,000. So this tourists bring money, but it wasn't to protect the turtle hatchery. They are bringing money to spend. They come to spend. They come to see this all. They are ready to pay. But this was at the cost of the hatchlings. To protect the hatchlings, and this was conservation of nature through livelihood in its true sense. Let's underline that sentence. That this was conservation of nature through livelihood in its true sense. Conservation, protection, of nature, the sea turtles over here it meant through and plus getting some money and making your livelihood as a business in its true sense. Villas became the project's main success story. So, main attraction or the main place which got very famous with this project was the one where it was started first, which was the place Velas. Velas became the project's main success story. We'll stop here for the day, come back tomorrow to wind up the lesson and then further do the English workshop and all that. Thank you.